Hi guys, welcome back to my developers series. This is a Q&A, as you know, and one of the questions I'm going to tackle today is how do you find the right builder? So one of my followers has found a property that they want to build on, and they are just a little bit unsure of how to search for the right builder. I'm going to let an actual builder answer that for you.
Obviously, g'day guys, hope you're well. It depends on your state, number one. We're coming from a Victoria side of things because we're based in Victoria, but majority of the other states have similar setups to what we have in Victoria. So we've got the Victorian Building Authority. The big three steps is once you've located or found a builder, certainly go down the path of checking to see if they're registered. And you can do that going on the VBA site, just typing in their details. Their license numbers will indicate whether that person or that company is a registered practitioner and whether they can particularly complete your work, because there is different categories that you need to consider. So a domestic builder can't do an apartment complex to a certain, for example, a commercial property. That's tip one. Check out if they're a master builder, is another one to check out, or a HIA member.
So hold on, why is that important? Why is it important that the builder is a master builder?
Just if Master Builders is an association, and HIA are two associations that sort of assist builders in becoming better builders. So there's a lot of seminars that builders can go on and learn from the master builders, the HIA. So it's just it's not critical, but it's a definitely added value that the fact that if they are a HIA or master builders
that they're
member,
trying to be a good builder,
and they
do the right thing,
and they follow the sort of the criteria for that state, and the master builders sort of, they sort of abandon the shonky, dodgy builders. They don't want their name thrown into the mud, so to speak. So if they're a registered builder, if they're a HIA or a master builder, registered or a member, that's another positive thing. Definitely check out ASIC. Go on ASIC and check out the shareholders. Who's the shareholders? Because a lot of the industry, and you go on social media and there's a lot of companies right now that are telling you how to get into property investment, for example. And what a lot of people don't understand is that when they get into bed with those companies, they're actually not builders. They just get consultants. So they're just like a marketing company. Then they get some bloke off the street or another builder off the street that really has no connection with you, the client. And you're thinking you're entering a contract with this marketing company, but it's actually a different entity. And then when things go pear-shaped, it can go pear-shaped, and people sort of just hand pass the blame to others when it goes pear-shaped. So definitely know who you're getting into bed with. Is it a marketing company? Find out who the shareholders are in relation to the builders. And if, has there been any issues in the previous 5 years? Has the builder gone broke in the past 5 years? There's some of the alarm bells that you definitely need to consider when going down the path of electing to go down with that builder.
Do your due diligence, basically.
Yeah, due diligence
is what you're saying. It can save you so much money and so much time, because if you enter into business with a builder that you've never heard of and you've just found on Google, there's just so many things that can go wrong. It's better to work off referrals. Do your due diligence to ensure that the builder is legit and has, a profitable business and is able to uphold your business. Sometimes, builders come in, especially when trying to win business, and they underquote. I mean, if you're getting 2 to 3 quotes, which we would definitely recommend, and one is, so much lower than the other two quotes, it might sound appealing for you because you don't have to pay as much, but something's wrong. I mean, if they're going to undercut the industry that much because they're so desperate for a job, you just got to wonder, will they have the money to actually finish your project.
And a tip in, behind the scenes, a tip is touching on what Rebecca's just mentioned, is that a lot of builders that sort of underquote are desperate to get business, and they're desperate because they need the cash flow, and they're basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. So they're getting your contract, they're getting your deposit, and then they're going down the path of putting that deposit onto a project that they're already, constructing, but they're stuck because they don't have enough cash to finish that stage. Yeah, so the things to definitely consider, just in summary, see if they're a master builder, HIA member. Check out the VBA, see if they're licensed, and because every year a builder has to renew their license and pay an annual fee of some capacity. Check out ASIC to see if who the shareholders are, who are you getting into bed with right now. Another one is going into Creditor Watch or Equifax. They're two institutions that basically assess the credit history of everybody. Everyone's got a credit history. So if you're going into bed with a builder that's, the director has got default notices against them over the last couple of years, then that's warning signs that, this guy doesn't pay bills on time, and there's a reason why he hasn't paid bills, because he's cash flow poor, and he's wanting your project to bankroll the current jobs that he's got at the moment because he's stuck on those current jobs. So he's going to take your deposit, he's going to go and pay the trades that are on, say, a current job that they're at the moment, and it's just a vicious cycle. So it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. This happens a lot in the industry. Beware. And like I said, the most important thing is know who you're going into bed with, because there's a lot of marketing companies on social media right now that are saying fantastic things, exactly what you want to hear, but when shit comes down, you're not with them, and they're hand passing you into another builder, or hand passing you to another to a drafts person or an architect firm or an engineer. It's a marketing company that's bringing in consultants, but when there are problems, they sort of
Can't help you.
hand pass. So definitely be wary of those.
Okay guys, I hope that helps you in searching for a builder. Please send more questions to me, just DM me, and we're both happy to answer them.
Good stuff.
Okay, bye.
Good luck.